Here we have a Krone Comprima F155 round baler. This uses a fixed semi-variable chamber. You'll notice up front the wide pickup that comes standard. Also, the net wrap system is up front. This net wrap system uses a spreader bar design with the table. So when it goes to net, the table comes in, gets the net close. Once the net gets pulled in, the table comes back to a mid position, and then once the net is fully applied, the table will fully come back up and trip the knife. So on the front, you'll notice power comes into a central gearbox right here, and then it's distributed to the side, each side of the baler. Also on this baler, you'll notice you've got one line for your pickup, one line for your tailgate, and then also this baler, seeing it doesn't have knives, is equipped with a hydraulic reverser, so one line for your hydraulic reverser. On the side here, you'll notice the hydraulic reverser. Looking at the chamber itself, this baler uses one conveyor chain with two continuous belts on the side. More inside, you can see that massive feed rotor. Get her opened up here and take a look at the drive on the side. So on this baler, it's a single chain on this side. So here you have your chain tensioner. Also, this baler is equipped with a oiler to oil the chains. A little pump right here. Please note that there is no filter. You must put clean oil in this, or you will run the risk of plugging these lines. This pump is variable by turning this eccentric, so you can undo these screws here and then change the flow. So if you want to increase or decrease the amount of oil going on the chains. So on this side, you'll notice two chains, one at the front here, which is driven by that power supply box, and this other chain, which is driven power from the other side crossing over. Also on this side, you'll see another distribution block for that oiler, and also the main controller for the baler itself. One thing to note, there is a fuse inside that controller, and also on the bottom there's an indicator light, which should be flashing green if everything is working properly. Back around to the front, you have this lever here, which assists you in putting the net wrap roll back up in. You have this lever here, which takes the net brake off. You can also pull this rod out of the way to get in there just by pulling the pin and swinging it out. Here we are again. You can see that massive drive on the side there that drives that feed rotor. Augers on the side to move that crop in. Like I said before, this is a wide pickup that comes standard, and the big feature about it is camless. So of course you won't be replacing them bearings like you do on them cam machines. Also up front you'll see two connections. Your main power supply, which is power and ground. You will note on this line there is also a fuse. So there's mainly only two fuses on this whole baler itself. One on the power supply and one in the job computer. This other connector here is for your monitor. So power goes in to the job computer and then power comes back out and goes up to your monitor. It is hard to see it right now, but the way this is done to change bale size is up there on that rod. There are some holes. You would move that pin depending on what bale size you were looking for. I guess one thing to note, you never want to put the pin in the bottom hole because there is not enough material there. If the baler is under a lot of load, it could blow that pin out of that hole. Pin location varies, of course, depending on the stretch in the belt. Once you change that location, you're going to then want to go up in your monitor. So here we have our standard beta monitor. Of course, it won't let me out of this until I drop that tailgate. So we'll turn our safety lock off. Let that tailgate down. Once that's done, you'll see a home screen. Would you force? Because this is a fixed chamber baler, force is adjusted on the monitor. If you go to your pages, you'll see a compass and ruler. You'll click that. Scroll down. Here you will tell the controller what bale size you're making, depending on pin location in the back. The proper way to do it is to set the pin in the back, make a bale, dump a bale, measure that bale, and set this to that exact measurement. What this will do is put the right amount of wraps on your bale. Because if the baler doesn't know what the size of the bale is, then it doesn't know how many wraps to put on the bale with the fixed variable chamber. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you get that right. Once you get that right, can come back out here and change the number of wraps you want on that bale. Also, there is sensitivity, drive sensitivity, also how early it alarms before you get to that size of bale you're looking for, how fast it puts the net on, if there's a delay or not. But that's pretty much it. You have automatic and manual mode. So of course in automatic mode she'll auto tie. Manual mode, you'll have to make it tie. Please leave your comments below, and thanks for watching.